Hey guys, Jim Shields, the Climbing Bushcrafter here. Are you getting bored in your house during quarantine? Do you need something to do? You can't go anywhere, the kids are maybe driving you nuts. Well, I have the answer for you, and that answer is to make Bushcraft Buddies. Kids love Bushcraft Buddies. You can make them from a stick out in the yard. All you need is some paint, a stick, a knife, and a saw. Very simple. You could have a lot of fun with these. You can even make them into the profession of someone in your family, husband and wife, one for the whole family. It's a good time. Any paint will do. I use the little acrylic paint set that I got from Walmart, but these are Bushcraft Buddies, and I'm the Climbing Bushcrafter, and today I'm going to show you how to make these. So the first thing you're going to do with your Bushcraft Buddy is you're going to find a stick in your yard with some bark on it, and you're going to cut a piece off. So you're here. This is your future Bushcraft Buddy right here. Hopefully he stands up. So the next step is we have to take our little Bushcraft Buddy and we need to give him that nice cone-shaped head that looks like a wizard's hat right here. So we need to sort of trim this down a little bit, and you could use an axe, you could use a knife. It's a lot safer for kids to wear some sort of gloves, cut-resistant gloves. If they hold their knife, whatever knife they have, with parental supervision, of course, a nice fist grip here. And if this is a good project for a beginning scout or anyone learning to use a knife, if you just take the knife and you do these push cuts, sort of away like that, always cutting away from you, it's going to work really well. So just kind of cutting away just like that. Go all the way around, and then once I go all the way around, I'm going to go about halfway between the point where I started in the top, and then halfway is like right here, and then start going down again to try and make that like a cone shaped, kind of like this. First thing I do is I like to make a line all the way across, kind of with my knife, all the way around, so you can mark a straight line, and you can see that all the way around. So that way I could take my knife at that exact spot and carve up from there, and when I go around, that's going to give me this nice smooth line between the bark and where the bark is removed, all the way around. Of course, this process could be expedited with a carving axe. I don't recommend children use this, but for adults, if you're comfortable with using an axe and you keep your fingers out of the way, it could expedite the process. I already cut this shorter. It would have been safer if I left the stick longer so that I didn't have to have my hand so close to where the blade's going to be. But I'll show you how to do that. You're going to take this, put it on the side, and just nice little taps with the axe all the way around. You can see it gets done a lot quicker with the axe. Always put the axe back in the sheath when you're done using it. And this is a nice fun project, but when you get down to it, you get these little waves here. Remember I made my straight line all the way across? You get these little things. So you have to get in there, grab this with a nice fist grip right here like you're riding a dirt bike. You don't want to put your thumb up here, but you can use the thumb on your opposite hand to have a little bit of control here. Put the blade exact in this spot right here and just push up a little bit and get that bark off. See that? And that way, it makes it a nice straight line all the way across. Now again, this is the simple version of the Bushcraft Buddy. It's fun for kids to make and adults like me. I have a whole collection of them. All All right, so we get to see what it's kind of looking like. All right, so for the simple version of this buddy, we're gonna just draw the lines right here, straight down, make the nose, back up to the eyes. So now we just need to carve this area out. For this next part, in order to burn in the eyes and the nostrils, you have three options. Well, probably a lot more. Number one that I've used in the past is a burn tool. And you can get these at Michael's Crafts for like 20 bucks or on Amazon. The second option, which is the easiest, is a black Sharpie marker. That really works well if you just want to make a simple eyes, nostrils, maybe eyebrows, whatever else you want. And then the third option is some sort of rotary tool, like a Dremel. We're just going to use a Dremel tool right here with this bit on there to make some eyes, some nostrils, and just a couple of features. Again, this is the simple version. All we did is we burn in a couple eyes and a couple of nostrils there. This is the simple version. Again, if you don't have any of these tools, it's not a problem. You could just use a black Sharpie marker and that's just fine. All right, so the next step is you just take some painter's tape and you're gonna cover up the face here so that you can paint the hat. So you have to kind of work with it a little bit. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect unless you're a perfectionist. I'm not. That's why I love Bushcraft. You get it in there and he's all taped up, ready to paint. And you could pretty much do whatever you want. Stripes, red, solid color, black, whatever. I'm gonna pick today this mustard type color and probably do 2 coats, but I'm gonna just paint it. So we'll let that dry and we'll come back to it in just a little bit and you'll see it. All right, so now we have the big reveal. A lot of times it's not perfect because the lines get screwed up. You'll probably do a better job than me, but you bring it out. Look at those pretty lines straight off, man. And there you go, your very own Bushcraft buddy to join the family of buddies that has been around here for centuries. Well, I hope you liked what you saw here today and making these Bushcraft buddies. Again, it's a lot of fun to have with kids, and I enjoy making them myself for gifts and just to have around the house. Very simple. You don't have to go anywhere to get the supplies. You probably have some paint laying around at home, whether it's spray paint or paint from an old bedroom or something like that. Anyway, if you like this video and you want to check out the more advanced Bushcraft buddies, we'll be having a video coming up in a few days where you can use a rotary tool like a Dremel or a Fordham power tool to get a more advanced look and a little bit more depth into the facial features. Until next time, this is Jim Shields, the Climbing Bushcrafter, and I hope to see you around.